No, that's a powerful message right there. Just that 2 words is all it takes. And that's crazy to think. Just 2 words. Changes everything. Like I drew the cross after I put the books in. And I thought I made it small enough. So for you now it just looks like a plus sign. But it is a cross. There you go, there's proof. The Dune books are covering it up. Haven't read any of them. One of them's using as the camera stand. But, it's... Oh, it's so powerful. I need to realise I need to take time to start appreciating this stuff, even the little things. Like 2 words create so big of an impact. It's truly beautiful was the first word that came to mind. And all I did was write them down. And after clicking record, and that's the first thing I thought about. It's not even the topic of the video really, but why not mention it? Because it's just too powerful not to mention it. Just love Jesus. I think I'm telling myself and telling you lot to love Jesus, love God. As I said in the previous video, trust them with all your heart, and that there is a God-shaped hole in your heart. I get for the past couple of days, I get a weird feeling whenever I hear the word or the saying, love Jesus, or saying Jesus saved me, or I turn to God. It's kind of like a butterfly feeling in my stomach. I've had it 2 or 3 days running right now from when I'm recording this video. And the fear I have with it is that I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But what I say is trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. So that's giving trust to the Lord. So there's nothing to fear, surely. And also a Dune quote is, I must not fear, fear is the mind killer. So I just appreciate it and take time. I always acknowledge it when I see it. And now we're actually going to get to the topic of this video, and the topic is that you are the light in darkness, and the darkness is the world we live in right now, and it can feel pretty dark sometimes, not always in an obvious way, but in how people think, how people act, how the media portrays stuff to their audience, and what people prioritise. And it's easy just to blend in, to go along with everything, and not to stand out. I still do have a cold, by the way. It's not pleasant. It's been like a week now, so very disappointing. But anyway, the truth is you weren't meant to blend in. You were meant to be the light in darkness. And that actually matters more than you think. When people hear be the light, it can sound like a nice phrase, but it actually has a deeper meaning. Being the light means how you act, how you treat people, and what you stand for. It means choosing to live differently, even when it's really not easy. And that means being more positive, being more truthful, and having a perfect direction. And in a world where it's easy to blend in, choose to live differently and make yourself stand out. There is a verse in the Bible that describes this perfectly, and it is in Matthew 5:14. So, you are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Very simple, again, like the previous video, but the meaning of it is amazing. And that meaning is your life is visible. The way you act, the way you treat people, and the way you live, even when you don't realise it. And just like a light stands out in darkness, the way you live stands out in the world. The amount of negatives, the amount of flesh that is terrorising us with evil is purely, I'm going to say it, purely disgusting to see. It's in like everyday culture now. It's disappointing to see, but it's very disappointing to see, but we've given our lives to God. So we don't need to worry. We do not need to stress out about the world, because we have given our life to Christ. And you should give your life to Christ. That's the one motivation I'll give you, is to just give your life to Christ. It's so worth it, honestly, man. Like, go check out my testimony video and last video where I explain in a little bit more detail about why it's so impactful and my experiences of how it's been so impactful for me. So definitely go check that out. And you are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. That means your life is visible, whether you realise it or not. And the truth is, being the light isn't always easy, because it means not following the crowd, not doing what everyone else is doing, standing for something that is against everything or majority of things happening in today's world. And also, what links to this is comparison. You compare yourself to even better Christians, like I had the other day, and I literally was like, oh, am I not a good Christian because this Christian's, like, as soon as he wakes up, he says he does this and this, and I kind of realised I should be doing half of that, because, don't get me wrong, I'm great. I sometimes say in my prayer before I go to bed, and I have faith that you'll wake me up in the morning and we'll have another wonderful, glorious day tomorrow. But never in the morning. I may say it in my head, thank you for waking me up, but I may need to start vocally saying it, And that's a great way to start your day, is to talk to God, talk to Jesus. chef's kiss, as I say. And don't fear that you'll get judged, even if you do, because you know you're on the right track, on the right path. Other people just haven't found that path yet. But you've found that path, so you are on the right track. So don't care what other people think. I thought this as soon as like my 4th video on this channel came out. One of my mates saw it on TikTok, I believe, and a week later he liked it, and a week later he was like, "Hey, do you want to come out?" And then during that message he said, and what you're doing on social media is great, and we're all old enough now, we won't judge, we won't take the mick. I was like, oh. I literally was like sat back and I was like, oh. Because I feared that they would take the mick, because like if you go look back at my testimony, like 4 of them were taking the mick out of a relationship I had in high school. So maybe that played a factor into it. One of the things that I recommend is to be like a shepherd. So what I mean by this is share the gospel. Because anyone can follow the crowd, you know. But not everyone is willing to stand out. So become a shepherd. Share the gospel. And it's not like I planned this YouTube channel like weeks, months in advance before I posted the first video. No, it did not happen like that at all. It was like the 29th of July, and I was sat at this desk right here, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to post the video, why not? And to be honest, it did okay. I expected that from that. The shorts, I didn't expect the views, but I knew that wouldn't just be instant, you know. I knew it would take some time to kick in, etc. So there was no expectation with any of it. But I kept going. The subs went up, like average 15, 17 a month, let's say, on average. And then by the middle of January it was 100 subs, so that was truly incredible to do. And there's one thing people don't always realise, and that's how much influence you can have on the people around you, on social media, or out in public, let's say. And that's even in ways you don't even realise, to be fair. And to be honest, you don't need social media to have an impact. All you need is the people around you, your friends, your family. And even just the way you live can impact someone else. So like, tiny example, I don't know if I had any impact on it, but he came to me to talk about it. So one of my mates, like the other week, we were out, and he came to me and said, like, all positive, etc. And he said, I read the book of Job. I was kind of like, really? No offense, I didn't expect him to like read something like that. I didn't think that'd be in his interest to, you know, read part of a story in the Bible. I was like, wow, okay, tell me more. Like, what did you think about it? And he said it was like very curious and understanding how the devil was created and the rest of the story goes. And I was like, wow, I actually need to read this. Because like, wow. I was very stunned that, like, I'm stunned now just talking about it. I was very pleased that, he read it. I was like, wow. I told him, I need to read it now. I want to read it now. I haven't yet. As I said in the last video, reading the Bible hasn't been the best thing I've done. But I started the challenge. It's going well. I'm going to keep going, keep pushing. And that video is coming very soon. And I'll tell you what, obviously the title will tell you what the story I chose to base it on. So yeah, that story kind of works in two ways, linking back to this influence that you can have on someone else. So he had the influence. He influenced me to go and want to read it and to start this little convo, like 5-10 minute convo. Maybe it might have even been longer. I can't really remember. And it also influenced him to talk about it to me, because he knows of this channel, all posting on TikTok and obviously YouTube right now. So yeah, like, it happens, honestly. I didn't realise that it would link up until recording this video. So yeah, it's truly amazing, and I've kind of feel good. I feel with a nice smile on my face, I feel. So yeah, that's amazing. And oh, wow, thank you. It's amazing. You don't need a big platform to make a difference. You do not at all. The way you live can impact people more than you realise. That is just straight, like, facts. Like, wow, I hate saying that, but it's the truth, That's why they say the top 5 most people you spend your time around with, you become kind of like them. Amazing, absolutely beautiful to hear. This is. And the huge disclosure is that being the light isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. Choosing the right actions, the right mindset, the right direction. And obviously not like share false information, because realistically you're just putting yourself in a bad place. And even when it's difficult, because in a world that can feel very dark at times, even a small amount of light can make such a difference. I've been talking for like half an hour. Because, I'm going to be honest, the way you live matters more than you'll realise. Or you'll realise this 30 years in the future. So, be the light even when it's not easy, and it can get very hard sometimes to find positive or to be the light in this world. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.